fold. Act soul, now you been told. Black and gold, we on the road, and we big and bold. You opened up your mouth, now you're knocked out cold. We coming to get ya, I bet you won't win. Left hook, right hook, again and again. We got that high-powered offense with that lethal punch. We're the bullies of the block, and we'll take your lunch. Go to all of my who that across the land, and to all other teams that don't understand. We coming to get ya, I go and Super Bowl. We gonna beat the Lombardi. Black everybody, let's go. Saints fans stand up now. Let's hear for the black and gold. Now let's go. Let's scream who that. Any competition, yeah, we coming to get you. Let's go. Saints fans stand up now. Let's hear for the black and gold. Now let's go. Let's scream who that. You better run it high, cause we coming to get you. Saints plus soul equals Super Bowl.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Overtime. I am your host, Nader Murphic, and man, we are live in the mix, man. I am glad to be back. We've been gone, but now we return. It is the off season, and listen, man, we just finished with the NFL draft. We just signed one of the guys that we've been really wanting to sign. As y'all can see the shirt, y'all know what it is. We hit the trifecta. So first off, let me bring in my co-host. This guy, y'all see him everywhere. He's always at the games. He's always got the boxing gloves. He's always ready to fight somebody if they get out of line. Mr. Soul Saint, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on, my brother?
Soul equals Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. You already know. You already know, man. Also, too, man, we got another guest on with us today. We actually got two guests. The first guest, this guy's been on the show with us a couple of times. Got to show him mad love. He does his thing. He knows his sports. Mr. Richie Rich, what's going on, my brother?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Who that? Who that?
Who that?
What's up? What's up? Like that background, Soul. Maybe join a jump in the water.
Hey, you make sure you own that thing next year, bro.
I am, man. Unfortunately, I had some things I had to take care of personally.
Yeah,
it was all good. Family comes
I give
first,
you a
brother.
pass. I give you a pass for 22, but not 23.
By the way, she finished her chemo treatment. She's doing well. Just letting everybody know. Thank y'all.
That's wonderful, bro.
Stay strong, man. But thank y'all for all, for all the thoughts and prayers.
For sure, man. And last but not least, we saved the best for last, man. This guy is a Super Bowl champion. He's one of my brothers. This guy always comes through for me whenever I need him, man. And look, every time I ask him to come on, he comes on. He always shows us love. Super Bowl champion, wide receiver, Robert Meacham. What's up, man?
What's happening?
What's up, Meach?
Meach?
What's up, baby?
I think I'm Big Meach.
Robert Meacham. It's hard for you to reach him.
Meach.
I don't know. Winston can
that's
can
true.
reach me though.
That's true. It is hard to reach your ass.
Now, before we get started, guys, as y'all know, Sports Overtime is powered by Element Beverage Company. So big shout out to Element. Whenever you guys are in the city or at Rouse's, go cop you some Element. It's definitely one of the best drinks. I got a whole case of these in the house, man. So big shout out to Element. Listen.
Before you start, we got a few people chiming in. Derek Cuban. What's up? What's up?
What up, Jerry?
We got Jerry. We got Glow. What's up, Glow? What's happening? Yeah, I'm still cruising. I can't get it out my system. I'm still cruising. But we got Zach Attack.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach?
Zach, what's up, Zach?
Zach hollering at Meach.
What up? We got a little echo on this end.
You got it?
We got Anjanette. What's up, Anjanette? What's up?
And man, we got a lot of people in here.
Yeah, they miss us.
They say the crew is lit, huh?
Bro.
Calvin Collins.
We sharing it.
That's up.
So let's jump right into it, man. This off season has been crazy. A lot of madness. So you hear that sound? Is that me or
Yes.
is that you?
I don't know
I
who
hear
that.
something crunching like they eating.
I'm definitely not eating.
It ain't me.
It ain't.
That's you, Meach?
Nah, it ain't me on my end. Let's see.
There you go.
There you go. That was Meach.
Nah, it wasn't me because I just muted the mic. It's still going.
Oh, yeah.
That's one
But
of y'all from. That's
but
one
man,
of y'all
we
technical devices.
man, it's been a wild off season, man. And a
What's
lot
up,
of madness
Horace?
going on.
Yeah.
And I want to get into this, man, because I know a lot of people have been hitting me up about it. But man, the Saints signed Tyrann Mathieu to a 3-year, $33 million contract. I want to go around. We can start with Meach first, but how huge was this signing, not only for the Saints after losing Malcolm Jenkins and Marcus Williams, but how big of a signing was this for the city of New Orleans?
Who gonna start?
Meach.
Meach, go ahead, Meach. Oh, he can't.
You can't hear.
Hold on. While you work on that, wait. It's on your end, Meach. They say
Unmute
your
yourself,
mic ain't
Meach.
connected.
There you go.
You hear?
Somebody got
Tell
too
him,
much
tell him,
static coming in.
tell him turn his phone
I'm gonna go
sideways.
after Meach. Meach, how big was the Tyrann Mathieu signing, man?
He
You
must
can
not
hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
So bring him back on, and then I'm gonna touch Richie Rich. Go ahead, touch on it first if you want.
Man, I tell you what, I'm excited about the Honey Badger coming home, man. Because look, let me tell you what, I root for. Look, I'm not a big LSU fan, but I still root for them winning championships, just like I do, for other teams and stuff like that locally. But I will tell you, I was excited about this because he's a hometown guy from the city of New Orleans. I mean, most people say, I'm from New Orleans and all. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it was a good move. Obviously, as y'all could see, man, we hit the trifecta. We signed Winston, Mathieu, and Olave. But listen, man, I was very, very excited about the whole Tyrann Mathieu situation, especially, again, like we said, since we lost Marcus Williams, since we lost Malcolm Jenkins, we needed somebody to come in and be able to not only bring that presence on the field, but also that leadership.
Absolutely. And people are foolish if they think that Tyrann Mathieu is not an upgrade from Marcus Williams.
And let me say this. I want to take my hat off to Tyrann. Like I said, he stayed pat with the Saints. He didn't want to interview with nobody else. The guy wanted to come home. He's still in his prime. He just won a Super Bowl a couple of years ago. He just went to the Pro Bowl last year. Hey, bro, this is a guy that's in his prime that came to our team, and this is his hometown. So he's going to show off for his team. And, one thing about him, I like his swagger. I like his style of play, kind of like Chauncey Gardner a little bit. I mean, I can't wait till those guys get together and they clowning around and they running toward the end zone.
They keeping up,
taking pictures. It's gonna be
Brady up. They're keeping Brady up late at night. Them two on the same team now. Oh my
Brady
goodness.
was like, damn.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, bro. So
can y'all hear me now?
There you go. We hear you.
Right.
There you go. You good.
Yeah. So, I like I said, it's one of the biggest moves in free agency. I want to say since DeMario, it's huge. It's huge for the city. It's huge for the team. And it's somebody that's going to step right in and help us, man, because our defense is already fabulous, already good. And just adding this guy, I mean, we deep. We deep now. What you think, Meach?
We talking about Tyrann? The Honey
Yeah.
Badger? Welcome home, baby. We need him. When Malcolm retired, it was like, okay, who's going to fit that spot? No, I think he walk in and he fits the defense perfect.
Yeah. And I think too, man, it just shows you how crazy and how excited that the fans were, because when they posted his jersey for sale, the link stopped working. So many people was trying to buy his jersey. The link, the whole site crashed. So, it just shows you how many people really rock with him. And obviously, like you said, Richie's from New Orleans. A lot of people have seen him. A lot of people, at LSU loved him. Obviously we know his whole situation, what happened with LSU, and then going to Arizona, then going to Houston, then going to Kansas City. So for him to be able to bring it all in and come back home, I think it's definitely very important for the Saints and for the city, man, for sure.
But I think it's more important for him to be back home. Playing around his family, his friends. I think he wants to see a whole nother Honey Badger. I think he's gonna give him new life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think, because the Honey Badger, one thing about him, he has a high motor. So he plays, if you watch tape of this guy with all the teams he's been with, he has been very active. He has been always around the ball. Just think what he's going to do here, being home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be electric. It's going to be crazy in that dome. He's a fan favorite, another fan favorite. I mean, it's going to be wild. I can't wait.
Him and CJ Gardner together. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see this. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I was still playing just to see that. I just really want to see that. I really want to know. I really want to ask CJ what he be telling to some of these cats though, because boy, he be having them hot.
Right.
They be throwing punches at him on the field, and he got a whole helmet on. They still be mad. They still throwing punches at him, even with a helmet on. So
what can a man tell you that bad? At that moment.
Right. He must be talking about their mama. When you talk about somebody's mama.
He's saying more than he got to be saying more than just your mama.
Well, he got to be saying some bad things about his mama.
Yeah.
Could be.
But
could be.
I know, man. It's just crazy. I always wonder what he tells them on the field. But
right.
But like Zach just said in the comments. So one thing that we want to keep in mind is that Dennis Allen is going to be able to switch the coverages how he wants. So you never know if Chauncey's coming or Tyron's coming or both or one of them is going out. So it's like there's going to be so many mixed coverages going into the season with the defense, with that D-line, being able to get pressure. And then it's just going to make everything easier for all of the people in the back. So I really like this signing, man. Again, it's a great signing for the Saints. Everybody wished for it, wanted it, and we got it. And nobody can say this is a new era, right? Sean Payton isn't here anymore. So we got an LSU dude in the facility now.
I don't know about that now. I don't know now. Hold on, Nate. You pushing it.
At least we got one. We got one.
Y'all, you know what? Y'all can have y'all one.
Hey, Meach, you still in your 30s, right? I mean, you could play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they got tell DA to call me. I come out of retirement. But I ain't no camp body though. Don't put me just in camp. Man. I gotta play. Now. He trying
to do another strip
hey,
the ball.
We got a question.
I really hope I wouldn't have to do that though.
We got a question.
That mean if I had to do that means Jay threw an interception or something, man. I don't want to have to do that.
Meach, we got a question for you.
Okay.
My boy Mark, he said, "What Meacham think of the new Tennessee safety we drafted?" Because I know Meach is a Tennessee Vol. You be following him still, Meach?
Hey, you about to see an electric, exciting young player. Trust me. Now this is a dog. He like CJ. He like CJ Gardner.
That's what I said.
When it comes to talking that trash, come and walk down in your face. Yeah, this is gonna be him. And he fast too, so he already believe in his speed.
Yeah.
I just hope he catch on to the defense quick and listen to Tyron, listen to all the old heads, Like don't come in thinking you better than what you are. Just come in, listen, and then go play your role and go have fun.
Yeah.
We got one more question. We're gonna get back to the script, Nader. Yeah, Zach Attack said, "Yo, Meach, there's a lot of talk about Ohio State signings, but how you feel about Tennessee signings? people sleeping on those Tennessee signings.
I mean, because balls, we ain't really winning, so people ain't really been watching.
Right.
You know, Ohio been really winning, you know. And then, don't get me wrong, Olave is, I mean, you can't go wrong with getting him now.
Right.
You know, Michael Thomas, you know, was he drafted?
Michael Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What round?
Ohio State.
Ohio State, second round.
I know, but what round was he drafted in?
Second round.
Second round. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I get Ohio State guys. They're a little pub right now.
Yeah, Saints have always been high on Ohio State players, man.
I mean, but you can't go wrong. I mean, they all play good. Like, you look at it. You know, Lattimore, Michael Thomas, Will Smith, rest in peace.
I'm back, baby.
But also too, man, one thing that we're not talking about is, you know, the Saints got a new wide receiver coach, and you know where he come from, right?
You better believe it.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
You know where he come from. What's your thoughts on that, Meach? What's your thoughts
wide receiver, you, baby. That's my thought. Wide receiver, you. Watch what happens. Everybody.
Me sound like he on a commercial for Saturday football.
You know?
Oh,
wide receiver, you, baby.
I tell you what, some of the fastest receivers definitely come out of Tennessee, man. Goodness.
You better believe it now.
It's something in the water over there, Meach.
Oh, it's something everywhere. It's a little bit everywhere.
We all remember how fast Stalwart was too. My goodness.
Yeah.
I think Stalwart was fast too, man.
Yeah, he had problems with his damn hamstrings all the time, though.
Because he was too fast for him.
Yeah, he couldn't show his speed. Every time he go deep, he hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
But
so let's talk. Oh, he said he can't hear.
Our draft grades.
Yeah, Meach said he can't hear though. Tried to fix Meach's sound. But I gotta talk about
Meach walking outside. He probably in and out of signals.
Yeah, you know he live in the country. my boy Meach be living in the country.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Meach, you can hear me?
You're right.
Oh, he gone.
He went out.
But let's talk about this, man, because this is one thing that I've been pushing for the whole off season on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, man. I was like, look, the Saints gotta draft Chris Olave. The Saints gotta draft Chris Olave. As you can see,
all of us picked him.
We tweeted it on March 9th. We need to draft Chris Olave. The Saints moved up to the 11th pick to pick Chris Olave. Now, I will say this. This is probably one of the drafts where we really wanted a player and we really got him in the first round. Because as you guys know, whenever Sean Payton was the coach, we always wanted a certain player.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
There he is. Right. So when Sean Payton was the coach, we always wanted a certain player in the first round. And then next thing you know, they go out and draft somebody we don't really know, like a Peyton Turner or somebody like that, right? Mm-hmm. So this year was kind of different because we was all calling for Chris Olave, and we got Chris Olave. So what's your thoughts on Chris Olave now teaming up with Mike Thomas?
Well, first of all, I honestly don't think that Chris Olave would be a Saint if Sean Payton was still the head coach.
I agree.
Because Sean Payton would make a move like this.
Right.
You know?
But I'm glad that Dennis Allen did. And, you know, like I said, he's working with Loomis. And I think they made a great decision because let me tell you something, man. For 1 year, Saints fans are not scratching their head on the first round. You know, a lot of people had Olave pick. They say he's smooth, he's fast. I mean, he's a little light. But, you know, I mean, we have...
Well, you know, so they said the same thing, he's light, but you got to realize when Michael Thomas first came in, he was light too.
Yeah, and look at your boys from LSU, Chase and the guy with Minnesota. You know,
Jefferson.
They all about the same size.
He gonna play on the outside. He gonna play on the outside, so he good.
Right.
Meach, how much?
Michael Thomas gonna play. Michael Thomas gonna be playing in the slot. Olave good on the outside. He ain't gonna get hit like that.
Meach, so let Meach, let me ask you this: when they say about these receivers with the weight issue, like as far as like putting on weight, what does that help you with in game? I would ask.
Say it again.
When they ask, like when they say that Olave is light, when they say like a heavier receiver, what does it help you in game?
I can hear it. All I heard was win games.
Can you hear me? Could you hear me now? Could you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What I'm asking is when they say Olave, he's light. When these bigger receivers that have a little more weight to them, how does that help you in game?
It depends on your system. To me, it depends on the system and the quarterback. Because if you're a light guy, like remember when we drafted Brandon Cooks?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everybody was saying he was light. He can't do this. He can't do that. He ain't gonna be able to block. But he's still playing, right?
Yep, sure is.
So obviously being thin didn't hurt him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. I mean, people just automatically want to say these. I guess they look at like the Calvin Johnsons and the T.O.s and the bigger bulky guys. But you know what? Everybody, you fit in your body and you play the way you play. I mean, it's like there's a lot of slim guys that are great receivers. Jerry Rice was never a big receiver. And he's arguably the greatest receiver to play the game.
Olave got drafted in the first round. Why? Not because he was slim.
Because he's fast.
Because he's a good wide receiver that runs good routes.
Right. He runs
and
good
can
routes.
Catch everything. And can catch everything.
They call that nickname him Smooth. Because he's smooth.
And the crazy part is you can be able to, when you got a fast guy, you could put him anywhere in the formation.
Yep.
All the time, he might not get the ball. He might be clearing out. But guess what? You got a quarterback that can reach him.
Yep.
This is going to be different now because somebody can Jameson actually reach him.
Right.
So you ain't going to outrun Jameson. If you outrun Jameson, you fast.
That's true. That is true.
And then Olave takes a lot of pressure off of Harden. He used to be Harris, but now he's Harden. Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of pressure off of him. Like now you can put him in and you can run special plays with him. You don't have to put him in a game and have him run 5 straight plays in a row and then all of a sudden he tweaks a hamstring.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you get to give him a blow. And now he get to come in for the special plays. And
I tell you what, I went back and looked at some tape on him, and I agree with Soul, man. His route running is so smooth, man. I think that's why Jefferson is so good. They're just route running is so smooth.
Yeah.
But see, with him being smooth and run great routes, that's hard for you to cover that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That is hard to cover. Don't double Michael Thomas and you leave him one-on-one. If you miss, it's over. That's
let me ask you this real quick. Just the concept of it. When they say route running, what do they exactly mean?
Well, route running is like if I give you a 10-yard in cut or 15-yard in cut, if I break you off in the middle of it and then smooth it out, and every time it looks the same, but I did something a little bit different in between that.
Yeah.
That is a great route runner.
Yeah.
And I mean, like a Jerry Rice was a great route runner because you knew if he had a 15-yard route at 13 yards, he's already breaking down, showing you what he's gonna do as your quarterback. So the relationship of a great route runner and a quarterback, it's gonna be easy for Olave and Jameis to get on the same page because he's gonna know when he's about to break. Even if Jameis is having to rush his throw, he's going to be like, okay, he's going to get it. If he don't get it, nobody else going to get it. And that's like it was with us with Drew. Our timing was so good, but everybody knows Lance Moore was the best route runner. We all know that.
Facts. That is facts.
But everything Lance did, it looked the same. It never looked like he changed gears. Even when he was running hard, it didn't look like he was running hard.
Look, they always talk about how good Lance's hands was. Is it true?
Oh yeah, Lance had great hands.
Mm-hmm. And I always thought, I'm gonna say something about you. People didn't realize how fast you didn't look fast, but you was fast. You know how people have deceptive speed?
And
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
you had.
yeah.
It looked like you was kind of running in slow motion sometime, but you was gone. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what a lot of DBs, you got away with a lot of stuff. Like when I played against the big commodity, one time he said, man, I ain't gonna lie. I really thought you were jogging. And then,
Right.
then you got up on me so quick. But it was me starting to understand your abilities. You know,
Yeah.
like you can't just be a fast guy and not be able to stop. You have to be able to stop in this league. If not, you're not gonna get that many catches.
Yeah.
And we all at wide receiver, you know, we always want the ball. Everybody, we always
And
open.
that's what I couldn't
Oh.
understand when that's what I couldn't understand when they always used to say that that Colston was slow. He never looked slow on the field.
Well, you had me and Beverage that make him look slow.
Thank you.
But the crazy part about Colston was his stride was almost with us. So he wasn't running slow as people thought he was. But everybody got to realize he was always in the middle of the field. He never was really on the outside where he had a go route. He was normally in the middle of the field where he had up the seam or across the middle, something like that. So you never really got a chance to see Colston speed.
Look, let me tell you what. Not because you're on there. I'm not saying this because you're on there. My greatest receivers was you, Colston, Henderson, and Lance Moore. I don't care what nobody says. I love that. It was just, man, that was fun.
That was special. It was a special group.
Well,
Very special group.
Well, see, like, I mean, I'm going back to what you said earlier, Rich, that if Coach Payton was been a coach, you don't think he would have got Olave. I think he might would have got Williams from Alabama.
Right.
Really?
Because he liked tall receivers.
He did?
Yeah, that's why all of us was tall. Only one who was short was Lance.
Yeah. And Lance made
Brandon
the team.
Cooks also. Brandon Cooks also.
Man, Brandon.
Well, he lost. I think Coach lost that battle.
He definitely lost that battle.
I think he got overruled on that.
Yeah, he definitely did. Because look, before the draft, he was on Morton Anderson's. He was at the golf tournament at the Zurich Classic, and they was asking him, "What do you think the Saints are gonna do?" And he was like, "Well, you know, the Saints don't really need a wide receiver. The wide receiver room is good how it is." And then all the Saints fans on Twitter just started going crazy, like, "Thank God Coach P ain't the coach no more, because he definitely ain't gonna draft Olave." And then the next day, he goes on Morton Anderson's podcast, and he's like, "Yeah, the Saints need to get a wide receiver and a left tackle." And then next thing you know, that's what they drafted, a wide receiver and a left tackle. So,
me and my bro was talking about that. We needed a left tackle out the gates. We had to block for Winston.
That dude's an animal that they got.
When we lost Armstead, that was a big loss.
yep. And you know,
man, let me tell you what. I was sad when Armstead left. I knew Armstead's daughter and my daughter went to the same daycare. And I tell you what, man, that was one of the nicest guys you ever meet.
Yeah, he's a really good dude.
Who that,
really,
Ken?
really
Who that?
Really good dude.
Armstead.
But before we jump into left tackle, I want to ask Meach this question because there's a lot of buzz out there right now. Well, basically, obviously, with the Saints having, you know, like you said, Hardy, they got Michael Thomas, now they got Olave, they still got Traquan Smith, they brought him back. Do you feel as though the Saints should go after a guy like Jarvis Landry or OBJ to kind of add more to the wide receiver room?
Well, this is the thing now. Jarvis and OBJ got the same alpha male in them as Michael Thomas. Can you control that? That's the only question.
Yeah.
No.
I think Jarvis would bend, but I don't know if Odell is going to be able to bend when he ain't getting that ball.
Right. There's only one ball.
You know, like I said, all of us felt like we were open all the time. Like ain't no two people could be covering us, and we still like, I'm open. Throw me the ball.
Right.
So I'm thinking like with OBJ, I'm thinking the Rams might give him another shot, but I think Jarvis would be great for us, and I think it would help our younger players receive something from him.
My only question, Meach, is like just in general, Jarvis has taken a real beating over the last couple of years, man. How much does he have left in the tank? And I'm not taking that away. He's a phenomenal receiver.
Well,
but I mean, you know, after them all them hits and injuries, that you know that yourself, it catches up with you, man.
It catches up with you, but when you are having fun again,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When you actually playing and you feel like it's a real bond, it's a real family, them nicks and pains don't really hurt as bad. You know? And then when you also when you're winning cures everything.
Yep.
You know, in this league. So when you're winning, you might have got 2 catches that game, 2 balls thrown your way, but you won. So
that's what I always loved about you, man. You were never selfish. You could catch 2 balls and you were still on that sideline smiling no matter what.
But guess what? My 2 catches was like 80 yards. They
I remember
they had 10 catches for 80 yards.
How many times you told that story in Washington?
Well, if I could get paid every time I tell that story, boy, I'd be wealthy, boy.
30 for 30, Robert Meacham.
Let me ask you a question, Meach. OBJ, he done tore up his knee, the same leg. You know, do you feel like he's damaged goods? You know, I mean, to have 2 major, you know, injuries to the same knee back to back like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he can hear you, so
you can.
Oh, I think he got to go back out.
He's out. He's back.
Meach?
Yeah, Meach, you muted.
Meach, you hear us?
Yeah. But man, listen, I'm cool with whatever, man. I really like Jarvis. I think Jarvis would like Meach said. I think Jarvis would definitely add to the wide receiver room. And you know, when you look at it from a football perspective, right? You got obviously Michael Thomas. We know Michael Thomas is good at obviously doing different routes. A lot of people always say he's the slant king because he does a lot of slants. But the thing is, if you know the slant is coming and you still can't stop him, then what does that say about your coverage, right? Or your defense? So you got that. You got Olave who could play on the outside. You also got 2 dudes who obviously can get downfield in Traquan Smith and Deontay Hardy. So you definitely have a decent offense for Jameis Winston to, you know, work with.
Hey,
so
hold up, Nate. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you forgot about Marquez Callaway. Come on now.
Yeah, no, I was going to say.
Hold on now.
And you got Callaway, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Big guy, big play guy.
I like Callaway.
But that's what I'm
now,
saying.
You can say what you said, Nate. You can say what you said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are like, man, we still need another wide receiver. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, we got wide receivers. They just didn't put it all together last year. And obviously there was a lot of players hurt. There was a lot of turnover. People getting injured every week. Seemed like, we had like 53 different starters throughout the year. Right. So, I mean, you know, it's very frustrating. You know, we had the Giants game, and that's the game I always go back to last year where we should have won. If we would have won that game, we probably would have made the playoffs. So, again, we do have what it takes on offense. But my biggest question mark going into the season is, and we'll find out pretty soon, is what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara. That's my whole thing.
Well, you got to remember, Alvin was down a few games, you know, and the games he's going to be down, I mean, the most I'm thinking, if anything, you only could give him 6 games, you know. I hope that's what they do, you know, but we can't call it. But I
hope they don't give him no games.
Well,
he's getting 6. He's getting 6.
So he gonna.
We don't know, man. Let's wish for the best, man.
We pushing for the best. I'm pushing for 3 games. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you never know what Roger gonna
remember
do
who up top. Exactly. Remember who we're talking about now, Roger.
Yeah, and that's
me. You know, like,
that's the thing too, guys. Remember this, right? Remember this. Obviously, that whole situation happened at the Pro Bowl. But the thing that I kind of think about is Roger Goodell and the NFL knew about that incident before the Pro Bowl. Let him play, and they still let him play. So, you know, that's what first came out when that situation happened. It's like, oh, but they knew about it and they still let him play. Yep. So that's why I say they're probably gonna give him 6 games just to make a statement. You know?
Well, he got to prove a point. You know, and this is our best player. So.
My boy Hakeem from Tell It Like It Is. He said, Big Meach used to hang out with you and my boy Ethan, who lives in Dallas. Now they don't know about your hoop game, but I do. You
Hold
remember
on.
Mr. DeWalt? You remember Mr. DeWalt, Meach?
Well, who you said? Hicks?
No, Mr. DeWalt.
Well,
Used to do the hoop
tell him
challenge.
this.
Remember we did the hoop challenge when
Tell
y'all
him
played?
Tell him I ain't played in about 5 years, but if he need me to lace him up, I can lace him up and give him a test. You know?
Yeah, we did a little charity with Mr. DeWalt. He was a great man, and some of the Saints alumni, Lance Moore, Robert Meacham, all of them played against. I think like it was firemen, police officers, or something. But
Yeah.
we did that like a little charity. You remember that, Meach?
Oh yeah, right there off Jefferson Highway, and beat the brakes off the police and firefighters.
Yeah, I was one of the little celebrity coaches, you know. But that was good times, bro. That was good times.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. He remember everything too. You tell him something, he remember too.
Oh yeah. Meach got some handles. Meach could play b-ball now.
Well, I'm gonna let Meach handle the ball. I'll just be standing in the corner like Steph Curry or Peja Stojakovic or somebody. I'll be ready, you know. I told Cam Jordan this the other day. Cam Jordan posted a video of him and his son playing basketball, and I told him, I said, man, let's get a 3-point competition going. Me and you, and let's put up some money. He was like, you ain't about that life. I'll get you, Nate. I'm like, come on.
Hey, Cam play good defense like he do in real life. But he ain't no offense.
No, that's why I told him, Meach. I said, look,
I'm not
I'm not playing one-on-one against him. We just playing a 3-point competition because Cam gonna back my ass down. I'm 5'6", bro.
Yeah, that's all he gonna do. Back you down and turn around and dunk on you.
Meach.
Go ahead.
Tell him your boy Lance Moore can play too.
Costa can play too.
Coasting.
Yeah, Coasting can hoop too. Now to get Coasting back out there, boy, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. but Coast can hoop, man. We had a really, like, when we was actually playing, like Adrian Arrington, Drew, Tyler Palco, Jari Evans, Zach Streif. Like, we had some good hoop games against each other. It was a school that did something for Drew and ended up letting us play. So after OTAs, we would go and play basketball. We had some good little games.
Man, I tell you what, that was what was so special about y'all, man. That team, man. Y'all was so close off the field. You know, I just miss them days. I miss them.
You miss them. I miss them too.
Meach, like, man,
you know, Meach. I'm sure you heard this plenty of times, but I've been a diehard Saints fan my whole life. I've been around. Me and actually Michael Lewis, we went to school together. He came on our show with me and Soul one time. Me and him went to school together. We played ball together. But let me tell you what, I'm a diehard Saints fan, and I really want to tell you, thank y'all for putting really the culture back in New Orleans. You know, really, thank y'all, man.
Man, that was Sean who did that in 06. Like when Gleason blocked the punt, that really changed the culture. Yeah. You know, because the next year, you know, we went 8-8 that next year. Yeah. And then the following year, guess what we did? We won the Super Bowl, baby.
And Meach, tell him about Sean Payton, how he was on the sideline, because I remember you telling me this one time, man, people didn't really understand like how he was cursing other players and going off on opposing teams.
Man, I can't say some of the stuff he was saying on the air, man. It's just a kid-appropriate podcast, man. So I ain't gonna say some stuff.
Look, y'all heard some of the stuff when he got on Mike Bell ass for the shoes.
Yeah,
you know, man. That was just a little taste.
But Meach, I heard. Go ahead.
I remember when I was a rookie and we was playing against Tampa, and it started raining. So Reggie did everything right that you're supposed to do as a receiver, like look the ball in and everything, but the ball went straight through his gloves. So he come running back off the side to the sideline. It was like 3rd and 10. We needed it. Come running back to the sideline. Sean beeline straight to him. Get your ass going. What the hell is wrong with you? You can't catch a ball. I'm looking like, okay, hold on. And then Reggie turned around. Don't call it. Don't call it. I'm like, hold on, you can talk to coach like that? Oh, I'm in the league. I can talk to coach like that? Oh, okay. But it wasn't for everybody. Everybody could talk to coach like that. There were certain people had certain rules. You learn quick.
Yeah, you got to take it.
Because coach never, like, if Drew had a bad play, he never went to Drew and chastised him in front of us. So as a player, you as a human, you're like, hold on, he just threw a bad pass now. You ain't say nothing to him. But when they was in meeting rooms, them two, they had heated discussions because they couldn't have it in front of us. Because you didn't want Drew to be thinking about his last play. You want him to move on to the next play.
Yeah.
Which Drew was great at that, but I'm just saying, like, that was part of the reason why he didn't chastise him like he would do everybody else.
So Meach, we asked this question on Twitter, and we got over like 2,200 votes on it. I want to get your take on it. So the Saints Twitter poll question of the week was, who are you most excited to see this year? Mike Thomas, Chris Olave, Tyrann Mathieu, or Jameis Winston? Who would you say?
Oh, mine is Jameis.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sorry. I'm Jameis all the way because, to be honest, I don't feel like everybody's giving him the respect he deserves. And
amen to that. Amen
Thank
to that.
you.
Amen to
Thank
that.
you, Meach.
Amen
I
to
really
that.
want him
Thank you.
I really want him just to go and really just ball. Like, really
And ball. Right, ball out.
Like, really just have fun and let God take the wheel and he just do the rest. Like, I really feel like Jameis is a hell of a quarterback.
Yep.
That when he
Meach, you
first
know
came in, like, he was still a kid, like, and you gave him millions of dollars and told him to be the leader of other grown men. Everybody's not built for that at that moment.
Right.
And
Yep.
they're talking about all the interceptions he threw when he first got in. Tom Brady is still running for his life in Tampa, right?
I can't wait. I can't wait to go back and kick Tampa's ass for the next decade with Jameis Winston.
Just because.
Yep.
And I think we got the offensive line now that's going to hold up and let Jameis do what he needs to do.
Let me tell you what. Jameis. Everybody criticized Jameis. Jameis was put in a bad spot with Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians put that man in some bad spots. When Tom Brady got there, he changed the whole offense around. It wasn't throwing it, risking a biscuit.
See, Tom changed the offense.
The first couple of games, Brady was listening to Arians. He said, "Hey, hold up," and he changed it, and he did shit.
They went and changed in that bye week. They went and changed the whole offense.
Yep.
But it worked. You can't change something if you don't know how to fix it. And for Jameis, you didn't give him an offensive line that was good when he first came in. So a lot of times as a rookie, I'm trying to see where the blitz is coming from, and I'm running for my life at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think now he's comfortable. I think he's really, this is my personal opinion, but I really think he's about to have a great year and break some records. I really do.
But Meach, I didn't understand. I still felt like that it was a slap in the face the way the Saints went about with Deshaun Watson. They should have gave Jameis Winston every opportunity,
That Deshaun Watson thing is, I can't even speak on it because I just didn't understand it. I really did.
Thank you.
Like, I know now this is my personal opinion. I could be so wrong, but I think if Sean would have still been there, it wouldn't have been no thoughts of Deshaun Watson. Not like he's not a great player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I think Sean and Jameis was building a relationship that would have took them even farther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're right, and I think that you can see that once he got hurt, Sean Payton was in the locker room and he was like, "Man, I was just filled with so much emotions just seeing him on the crutches."
That crushed him.
Yeah, it crushed him.
Because it's like I just finally got you to do what I want you to do for you. It wasn't for me.
Yep.
It was for him.
And I felt like on Sean Payton was just about to just let him do his thing.
When Jameis took off and started running, I said, okay, Sean took the rings off of him.
Yep.
Now he about to do his thing. And then you get hurt against your old team.
That sucks.
Dirty play.
But the sky's the limit, obviously, with Jameis Winston. Sky's the limit. They added Olave. Obviously, they got some weapons. He's going to be able to do what he wants to do and needs to do going into the season. And,
but don't be surprised if we pick up another running back in free agency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they're looking at Sony Michelle.
no, Sony
He signed
Michelle.
with Miami today.
Sony with Miami now.
yesterday.
Oh, he signed? Okay.
Last night he signed with the Dolphins.
All right.
I knew we weren't gonna be able to afford him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we definitely need another running back just in case.
We gonna have a
Well,
diamond.
Marcus still on.
You know, it's
Mark
always
Ingram's
a
still on the
Pierre
roster.
Thomas out there.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need another running back. Again, I wouldn't mind Jarvis Landry. Maybe OBJ later on down the line. But like you said, Meach, you got Michael Thomas, you got OBJ. Those are two alpha males. They want the ball thrown to them. And again, we don't need any controversy going into the season or during the season. We just trying to win games, get Jameis what he needs to operate and become successful. And but I will say this though, and one thing we didn't touch on, I think, and I tweeted this, I feel as though the Saints should let Tyrann Mathieu do the who that chant for game 1.
Well, they're gonna do that.
I don't know. I don't know who's playing us that game.
He's gonna do it.
I feel sorry for that team, boy, because that Superdome gonna be rocking.
See, I just hope he can hold his emotions during that game. Because you gonna play for your home city, and you
gonna hit some road games with us this year.
Some road games. I might try to get you some. I might try. It's kind of hard watching. Because you really can't say the stuff you really want to say.
Yeah. Well, who that road warriors will be on the road? Ain't that right, Richard?
You
know that, baby. You know that.
We don't know when the schedule's coming out Thursday, but for sure, we definitely got to go to the 49ers game in California.
San Francisco, Arizona, and Pittsburgh for sure.
Before the pandemic, me and Soul made every game except for one that year, right before the pandemic, in 2019.
Damn. That's
we went to 6 away games. We missed 2, Seattle and Chicago. That was it.
Oh, you're right. So you're right. Yep.
Y'all missed Seattle and Chicago?
Yeah. That was the only 2 away games we missed.
Those were 2 good ones to miss.
So y'all missed the 2 cold games, huh? Y'all think y'all slick, huh?
But we made up for it and went to Seattle.
Man, look, let me tell you what. Me and Soul was in the cold for Tennessee, and it was raining. Oh, man.
Hold on, Rich. Last year, me and Soul was in Seattle, Monday Night Football. It had 27-mile-per-hour winds. It was cold. It was raining, and it looked like they had hail. And you know how at halftime you go get something to eat? You're like, man, I'm hungry. Man, at halftime it was so cold. I went and got me coffee from Starbucks because I was so damn cold. I had to just warm up and just have my hand over a cup.
Hey, I went and
got a hot dog. When I got back to my seat, the hot dog was frozen.
back when I was in high school, I used to always wonder, like, Ma, you don't drink coffee like that, so why you keep bringing this coffee mug to the game? Well, in her coffee, she had a little splash or something to keep her warm.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a little hint for y'all when y'all go to these cold games. You got a coffee mug or whatever. Might have to splash it up with something.
Make sure you put the vodka in there because you can't smell vodka at all.
Oh man, y'all trying to be turned up for real?
Who that?
Who that for sure?
What'd be so funny? What be so funny is like whenever we got a home game and everybody tailgates and they go out there like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and they start drinking and eating. Bro, by the time they get to the game at 12 o'clock, they don't even know who scored a touchdown or nothing. They so tore up, they don't know what's going on.
But you know what's crazy though? They always know when to cheer.
That is true.
Yep. Crazy part, they knew when to cheer though. They might be drunk as ever, but they knew when to cheer.
Especially the ones in the 600 section. They know what's up.
I'm in that section.
See, I told you.
Let me say something, Meach. You can hear me, Meach?
Yeah, I can hear you.
They still, think Tom Brady is everything because they had a question. They asked, who is the favorite in the NFC South? So the first thing most of the commentators were saying was Tom Brady. Okay, I don't understand that because he's
talking about
1-4
right?
against the New Orleans Saints, and Simeon beat him, and Taysom Hill beat him in our defense. So now we got Jamison back, You got Michael Thomas back. You got Olave. You got all this. You got the Honey Badger. How is Tampa Bay still a favorite?
Because they won the Super Bowl. That's all they're going off of. They won the Super Bowl.
But they didn't win it last year, Meach.
But
they didn't win it last year. So how y'all the favorites?
But they won it recently though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I get. That's the only. That's the only explanation I can give you on that.
Yeah, I think, man. But I think obviously, Skip
Bayless gotta take our respect.
Skip Bayless was talking smack on Twitter saying, "Oh, the Saints are, they ain't gonna do nothing after they sign Tyrann Mathieu." But I'm like, the Saints beat them 4 times in a row in the regular season without Tyrann Mathieu. So imagine what they're gonna do with Matthew, and now you got obviously Chauncey Gardner.
Well, Tom Brady, Skip's boy. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying though, like how can you make sense of that? I don't know, but I think the Saints got better on defense this year.
I think people. I don't think. I mean, realistically, I'm not gonna look. You know me. I'm a realist, and I'm gonna say it. I mean, realistically, I kind of agree with Meach. You can't take nothing away from Tampa. I mean, they're still a good team.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to come down to the Saints in Tampa. It is. I mean,
they're a good team when they play anybody but us.
That's true.
True story.
We have that. We have that number. That's and look, I tell people this all the time.
The crazy part is.
Go ahead, Meach.
The crazy part is, we beat them last year with a backup quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The thing about it is,
but in Tampa though, we beat them in Tampa with a backup quarterback.
But people want to bring up the year that we beat them twice, but lost to them in the playoffs. The only reason, I'm not making no excuses for the Saints. The only reason we lost that game is because Jared Cook fumbled that ball. We were going down there to score.
Well, the other part is, Drew would tell you himself.
Drew was
that one thing, that pass, that interception that he threw.
He threw some interceptions.
He knew if he'd have hesitated just a little inch, Devin White would have jumped it, and he would have reacted. When he would have jumped it, all he had to do was just pump one time and throw it right over the top to Kamara. Kamara would have walked in. If everybody go back and look at it, he threw it to the right person, but he looked at him the whole time. So if I'm Devin White, all I had to do was just read his eyes.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Meach, just not to jump off subject, real quick, just 5 minutes. What difference did you see in Drew when you were with him versus towards the end? What changed with Drew so much dramatically?
Arm strength.
That's all it was, just the arm strength. I mean, his mind was still in tip-top shape.
He just couldn't get it.
It's no coverage that you can put in front of Drew, and he can't dissect it up. It's everything he can. Every coverage is like Tom. I'm sorry. There's no coverage and Aaron Rodgers. It's no coverage that they haven't saw. It's just one of them situations where his arm strength, he lost it.
Yeah.
And when he lost his arm strength, I gotta call plays that's gonna make the offense still work. So I gotta call quick game to help him get the ball out of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
But every time we cross the 40, that's when we threw all our big shots.
That's what I think. And see, you say that, and this with these younger quarterbacks today, I think that's why they're so talented today. They're so smart and read defenses so well, so young and early. It's like, wow, man. They're so developed.
I mean, a lot of them, like, they really looked up to Drew and to Tom and to Aaron.
Yes.
And they really studied. They started picking their brains. Like, what are you looking for on 3rd and 6, or 2nd and 25? What are you actually looking for?
Yep.
And when you start asking those gurus questions like that, and they start, like, because I'm using them 3 as examples because them 3 wasn't scared to tell you the truth. Like, how sometimes you give somebody idea or advice and you kind of skeptical because you think they're going to steal it and going to be better with it.
Yeah.
Them 3 are not. So when they gave somebody some advice, everybody took it and ran with it. It was like, okay, it's like my homie. You see him on State Farm commercial with Aaron Rodgers. You think he ain't picking his brain while they doing commercial breaks?
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they actually play the same now.
That's crazy.
I still can't believe Tom Brady's playing at his age right now. That's crazy.
I can because for one, you're not on the outside having to run. See, Michael Vick and Lamar, I don't think because their style of play, I don't think they'll be able to play as long. But Allen, Mahomey, those type guys, I think because of what their style of play, that they'll be able to play for a long period of time, like Tom.
Yeah.
See, Allen's gonna have to stop. Allen in Buffalo's gonna have to stop running sooner or later.
Yeah, that dude, man, that's a big guy.
He's a hell of a quarterback, but he's 6'5", 6'6", you know. That slide ain't gonna be so good in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Do you see, speaking of Lamar, since we talking about that, you think the Ravens should pay him?
Yes, why wouldn't you? What's wrong with you?
Right.
You ain't going did you go to the playoffs? No. Did you get a new quarterback? No. Why you not paying the man?
Right.
Simple. It's so simple. It's easy. You can pay the man and get it over with, and then now you can have a free season.
The problem is, man, that Cleveland contract for Deshaun Watson threw a wrinkle to everybody. My goodness.
But it's a long period once again.
Mm-hmm.
But do it simple. Give Lamar a 4-year deal, and pay him.
Well, you know, Lamar's gonna say, "I want $1 more than Deshaun Watson. $1 more."
But I mean, if
that boy knows Dennis Allen.
Hey, somebody said DJ Richie Rich look like Dennis Allen. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, you do. We got Dennis Allen on Sports Overtime, y'all.
Hey, you know we had a Sean Payton lookalike. Richard Rich, the next lookalike.
Oh man, you do look like Dennis Allen, bro.
Stop it! Stop.
Look,
one of the watchers.
So we gonna put Richie Rich on the fly and put Dennis Allen under his picture,
AKA DA.
Oh man,
that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, but I agree with Meach though, man. They definitely should pay Lamar Jackson.
Meach, did you hear that?
Meach, do Richie Rich look like Dennis Allen? I don't know if he is.
Oh goodness.
Meach walking around the whole neighborhood.
Meach.
They said I look like Dennis Allen. One of the people want to guess.
Hey, but on another topic though, Thursday the schedule comes out, y'all. I'm so excited. Like I
can't wait.
I can't wait, man. Listen, for everybody that's in here, we got something big. I got something big planned for this San Francisco game. I'm gonna be releasing it as soon as this date locks in. We lock in this date. It's gonna be something crazy. Y'all definitely got to meet us in San Francisco or wherever, Oakland.
I'm game with that.
We're gonna throw a big party in San Francisco. But I want to ask y'all, man, what games are y'all most, you really want to see in this upcoming year? Because and I'll just say this: here are the home games. The home games are obviously against the Rams, the Seahawks, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Raiders, Vikings, and then Bucks, Panthers, and Falcons. And then the away games, like we said, the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Steelers, Eagles, Falcons, Bucks, and Panthers. But what are some of the games that y'all really looking forward to seeing and going to?
I'm interested to see the crowd for the Bengals game. And you know why.
Yeah. Because everybody was behind Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. A lot of Saints.
Are they still gonna do that?
Well, this is the crazy thing, right? Let's say, for an example,
we want to see him do well, but no, we want to beat his ass when he come in.
But let's say this. Let's say you got one side of the Superdome yelling "Who dat?" and you got one side of the Superdome yelling "Who they?"
We shouldn't let that happen.
You do not sell y'all tickets for this game. Mm-hmm. Make sure all Saints fans do not sell their tickets to the Bengals game.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Nita, there are gonna be a lot of Baton Rouge people that are gonna buy them tickets up and gonna root for Joe Burrow.
You think so?
I'm not speaking for all, but Soul can tell you this. There aren't many, and I'm not speaking for all of them, there aren't many diehard Saints fans in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and you know Richard Rich telling the truth because you know a lot of Baton Rouge people are LSU. You know what I'm saying? Mostly for the LSU Tigers out that way.
Yeah,
You do have a few. You do have a few Saints fans, but Joe Burrow, Chase, oh man.
I'm telling
LSU,
you.
LSU.
And look,
It might be 50-50. It might be 50-50.
We ain't gonna let that happen though, Rich, because my girl told me the ticket sales. I mean, it's off the chain. The home is gonna be full every game, and like I say, people trying to get season tickets.
Yeah.
So it's good. You're gonna have a little crowd.
Nate, me and So already talked about it. We definitely want to do the Pittsburgh game.
All right, cool. Yeah, definitely, man. We got to do some road games. I'm definitely down for the 49ers game. Yeah. I just got to see when the Pittsburgh game is. I'm not about to sit in the cold like last time. I'm not doing that no more.
I don't blame you there.
I'm not doing that. But going back to what y'all said about the Bengals game, again, you got Burrow, you got Chase, you got Eli Apple, who talked mad shit about New Orleans last year. So you already know how the Saints fans are going to be towards that. And I can't wait to see Chris Olave or Mike Thomas abuse that boy because, you know, once he lines up against Mike Thomas or Olave, it's a wrap. They're gonna punish Eli Apple. They're gonna put him in the shredder. So I ain't even tripping about that. But that's one of the games I want to see. I think the Rams game at home is going to be a good one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We always gonna have a bone to pick with the Rams. And then when they let San Francisco beat their ass last year and kept us, you know, from being where we needed to be.
Yep.
I hate that they did that.
Nate, you know, we talked about all the different players, like some people we might bring back in here. What's going on? Has anybody heard anything what's going on with Quan Alexander?
Yeah, that's actually a topic we wanted to bring up later on the show. But yeah, man, I mean, I know he visited the Jets and nothing came out of that visit. So I don't know.
Are they happy with Warner? I mean, are they happy with Warner?
They do. They like Warner. Warner actually played really good last year. You know, his PFF grade looks pretty good. He's solid. But the thing is, you always.
So I mean, a lot of people said like him, dude. I mean, that's what I'm agreeing with Nate.
A lot of people like them, and the team likes them. And so the thing is, it's like still, man, you always need an extra person just in case, you know, something happens to what happens when you put it in
Pete Warner, like I said, Pete Warner is a solid player. He's an excellent player, but he doesn't have the range and everything, the coverage skills of a Quan Alexander. I'm sorry, you know. Not yet, anyway. So I mean,
he can stay healthy too. So
I mean, we have a good defense, like I said, and you know, even if he's the weakest link on our defense, it's okay. Everybody gonna have one or two weak links on their defense. Everybody can't be stars.
But again, man, just looking at the defense as a whole, right? The D line is just gonna be crazy because what a lot of people are not really talking about is us getting Peyton Turner back. You know, after last year, he didn't really play a lot, and that was our first round.
You might be right, King.
So, you know, you got Peyton Turner, you got Davenport, you got Cam Jordan, you got David Onyemata. You know, you're gonna have DeMario, you're gonna have Pete Werner, you're gonna have, you know, Tyron, CJ Gardner-Johnson. I mean, Lattimore, Adebo. You got the guy that we picked up that Meach was talking about, Alante Taylor from Tennessee as a cornerback. You know, they picked up DeMarco Jackson, the linebacker that they drafted. He had 120 tackles in 2021. So, I mean, the dude they know what they're doing. And then they got a defensive tackle as well, Jordan Jackson from Air Force. And he actually created 7.5 sacks as well. So, again, they know what they're doing. They added a few pieces here and there. That guy from the 49ers that tackled Drew Brees by the neck streak. Yeah. They brought him. So, you know, they got him. They added some key players, man. But I really like where our defense is. Really do.
I think it really upgraded from when it was at last year. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our defense.
And you know, people, Adobe's gonna have another. I think Adobe's primed for a good year, man.
Adebo, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Adebo is definitely a, you know, he's definitely solid, man. And that was one concern that we had going into the season last year was, will the second cornerback position, you know, will he stand up? You know, because obviously that was the question mark, and he played really well.
I mean, is the plan to move Roby to nickel?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No. Although you're going to Lattimore, Adebo, you're going to have Chauncey at nickel. You're going to have the guy from the Jets at safety, and you're going to have Tyrone at safety.
So Chauncey's in the box a lot, man.
Yeah, Chauncey's in a box. He's usually playing, you know, he's usually in a box more. Obviously,
I got the predicted starting lineup right here.
You gotta realize PJ Williams too.
Yeah, but I mean, those are rotational players. When somebody gets tired, need a breather, you know, you put those players in. But the starters, we talking starters. We talking Cam Jordan, Marcus Davenport. We got Tuttle, Anyamata. That's your offensive line. Bam. Linebackers, Demario Davis, Pete Warner, Chauncey at the nickel, Adebo, Lattimore, and your two safeties is Tyrann Mathieu and the other guy. What's his name? What's the guy's name?
So you just named 12 starters.
May.
No, that was 11. That was 11.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot
Four
of people,
down linemen, two linebackers, one nickel guy, two cornerbacks, and two safeties.
You think they're gonna go two linebackers?
Yes, they did that a lot, bro.
They'll go two linebackers, Richie Rich.
They don't play
They
that traditional defense a lot. When we got you put your best players on the field, dog.
Listen,
I agree with you. I agree with you. You definitely got to put your best. I agree with you. And I think that's, and you know what? You make a great point there. You got to put your best players on the field, no matter what the situation is. Put your best players on the field and roll with it.
That defense is gonna be vicious, man. It's just gonna be so nasty.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be so nasty, man. I can't wait. And another guy. And speaking of nasty, you know, we had a question from Andy, Erica, and basically, man, you know, will Penning start this year? And I think so, man. That guy is super aggressive. And look, I was kind of down on him, you know, a few days before the draft. I watched his Senior Bowl highlights and just some tape on him in the Senior Bowl, and he didn't really have a good performance in the Senior Bowl. But when I went back and watched tape on him, I mean, the guy is just vicious, man. He's
nasty. He's
nasty. He reminds me of Ryan Jensen.
Kyle Turley.
Well, him, but he also nowadays he reminds me of Ryan Jensen for the Bucks, the center.
I agree. I would agree with that.
Very aggressive. You know, the one thing I will say, he needs to, you know, once the play's dead, he's
going to have a lot of camp fights.
Yes, definitely be on our lookout for that, for sure. But he's very aggressive. And when you look at the Saints offensive line, right, you got obviously Ramczyk. He's not like that.
Why aren't they considering moving Ramczyk over?
That's just his spot, man. I think he's really good at that spot. I mean, that's why they drafted Penning. But when I look at the offensive line, right, you got Eric McCoy, who he's not very vocal in a sense, you know, he's not very vocal. You got Ryan Ramczyk, who isn't very vocal, you know, Pete, who isn't very vocal. Now you got a guy like Penning, who's aggressive, vocal. He's
Nader, is that not the opposite of characters? Pete and Penning next to each other?
True.
That's night and day.
Night and day, yup.
Goodness.
Hey, I got faith.
Maybe Penning will light a fire on the Pete's butt.
Hakeem say we need to upgrade the tight end position. I got faith that Troutman is going to be his breakout year this year, bro.
Well, you also got Juwan Johnson.
I still think Hill is going to play a major role in that position.
Yeah, and you got
Taysom. Yeah, Taysom in there. He's in. You know, he's in the mix.
Yeah, I think
you got to do something with him.
Well, that's a
man. Did you know Juwan Johnson and his wife are one of the most watched TikTok couples?
Yep,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
they funny.
My son went viral on TikTok, so I knew about that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm very confident in Juwan Johnson. Very confident. I think Troutman's going to come along this year. And again, you got Taysom Hill moving to that position, so you have some weapons that
Troutman. I was on Troutman a lot, but it seemed like at the end of the year he came on strong.
Yeah,
he did. You know, remember at the beginning of the season he was a little hurt as well. So
yeah. I remember when he got hurt.
Yeah,
he got he got undercut. I remember that play.
Yeah. So again,
but he made the catch.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see.
But the thing is,
injury free, knock on wood.
knock on
I think
wood.
we have a good, solid team.
Yep. And that's the thing. So, and that's the thing. When you look at it, right? You're like, man, we had 53 different starters. We were one game away from the playoffs. We added Tyrann Mathieu. We added Olave. We added Penning. We added Alontae Taylor. We added all of these players. And then also, two guys, we didn't even touch on this, but they also signed 17 undrafted free agents. And you already know.
Somebody going to make the team.
Yeah, and one of those players that I think is going to make the team is running back Abram Smith out of Baylor. I think he's a running back. He's really good, and obviously the Saints have a need at the running back position. So I think he'll have the opportunity to win a starting job with the Saints. So again, you have 17 undrafted free agents. You got everybody that they added through free agency and the draft. You put that together with
we got Auburn safety Smoke Monday.
Yeah,
I love the name.
Smoke Monday.
Look, after you win on Sunday, smoke on Monday. I'm gonna put that on the shirt, so you already know I'm crazy. I'll do it.
And Naylor, before we go, man, let's give a big shout out to our Pelicans, bro.
Yes, man, for sure. So big shout out to the Pelicans, man, for making the playoffs this year.
They contenders. Yes, they are.
And look, I want to say this.
Hey, let me tell you what. Let me tell you. Let me. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Real quick. Let me say this. A lot of people mistake, about me not liking the Pelicans. Listen, I like the Pelicans. There's no issues with me and the Pelicans. I root for the Pelicans. The thing about it is, again, I grew up and my mom was a Detroit Pistons fan. So we grew up watching the Pistons. At that time, New Orleans didn't have a basketball team. So obviously, I rooted for the Pistons, right? So obviously, I live in New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans. I'm always going to root for teams that's in New Orleans. Now, when the Pelicans were signing guys like Omar Asik and giving them $60 million deals, I can't get down with that. I just couldn't. I couldn't get down with that. But again, this team, I don't have nothing against the Pelicans. I'm very happy for the Pelicans. I'm very happy for the city. They made all the people in the city happy this year. They started 3-13 and made the playoffs. And one thing that I will say is that with the Pelicans, man, Willie Green is the right man for the job. And I'm so happy that the Pelicans finally got their coach of the future, because that guy knows how to lead a team. He knows what to do with these players. And I'm telling you, man, next year when you got a lineup of Zion, B.I., who else? Herb Jones, Valanciunas, and CJ McCollum. Sky's the limit for the Pelicans, man. And I'm just so happy that the city has, just like the Saints, they've come around and they supported. I really love that, man, for sure.
We know
let me say this. Let me say
is a football town, but like I said, we got to support all our pro teams, bro. We got
look. Let me say something, Nate, on what you just said too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest Pelican fan either, but I told you I root for my home
You're
team.
a Laker man.
I'm a Laker guy, really. But people don't fail to realize. Listen, we lost our NBA team. We didn't have an NBA team. I grew up. People don't realize you didn't have all the cable channels and social media back when I was growing up. You had certain teams that was on TV, and that's what you rooted for.
Yeah, just like baseball. Baseball, they had the Cubs. They always used to have the Cubs on TV.
But it's just like people say, like people want to say we're not Pelicans fans. If it's as long as it's associated with New Orleans, I'm gonna root for it.
Right.
I'm not a big LSU fan, but if LSU's in the national championship, yeah, I'm gonna root for them. Of course. But I'm not one of them guys.
I just wanted to touch on the subject because a lot of people think, he don't like the Pelicans or whatever. Nah, man, I rock with the Pelicans. Listen, I was wearing gear just like everybody else was wearing gear. I'm watching the game. I'm wearing gear. I'm going out. I'm wearing the Pelicans long shirt. Like
let me tell you what. I'm a diehard Saints fan, but I guarantee you, Soul can tell you right here. Soul will tell you who my second favorite team is right here and right now.
Steelers.
Pittsburgh. But I guarantee you, I'm be rocking my New Orleans gear in Pittsburgh against Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah, they got somebody else who a Pittsburgh fan. Also,
I know.
She wear her Pittsburgh. Look, she wear all Saints and wear Pittsburgh socks. But
man.
Let me give a shout out
to
everybody that came on my cruise, man. Y'all still my friends. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm unfriending people, bro. Y'all better come on my cruise next year. I'm gonna give y'all a pass this year, but I want my boy Rich on there. I want my boy Nate on there.
Oh yeah, we going.
I will be there.
My boy Hakeem, he gotta come down. He gotta get on my cruise next year, bro. It's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah, we gotta get
we
Mike
had a
on
great
there too.
time. We had a great time. I want to give a shout out to Jay the Wizard. He was my DJ on the cruise. MJ Anola. He performed great.
I also want to say, not to cut you off, I also want to send a thank you to Jay for filling in for me too on such short notice. Thank you for that, man. Bro. Good guy there, man. Good guy. There.
He's a good. I worked out with him today. You know, I'm all soul and shit.
Don't be lying. Stop it.
I worked out with him. Yeah, look on his page. You'll see a picture of
y'all will write music down.
Don't get it twisted. I got a one-hitter quitter. Don't get it twisted.
You wear the boxing gloves for a reason.
Listen,
let me finish. Let me tell you right quick.
Let me tell you quick before I forget. So you talk about the gym. My girlfriend laughs at me all the time because I always say, all right, I'm starting the gym. But if I miss Monday, they got a joke about me. I can't start on Tuesday. I miss the whole week up.
Look, but I just want to give a shout out. My girlfriend seen this on here. She came on my cruise. Gloria, who had spoke to us earlier, she went on the cruise, and Jeanette went on the cruise. A lot of people that's here, even Steve. Steve, I want you to fly down and go on my cruise, bro. Come on, I need y'all support.
Yeah,
I need y'all love. We had a fun time on this cruise, man. It's gonna be great next year. It was my first annual, and I lost over 40 cabins because of the mandates. Nobody didn't want to get the shot. Nobody didn't want to, get that COVID and everything shot, man. But
well, we're gonna do it big this year. So
yeah,
we're gonna do it big, man.
We'll do it big next year, man. Again, I wanted to come, bro, but again, the job wouldn't let me get the days off. Plus,
you tell them now. It's April 22nd.
Yeah, for sure.
To the 27th.
And then also too,
you got the date already?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also too, so it was Ramadan, so I was fasting, so I can't really do anything anyway. So it was just just fell at the wrong time. Yeah. But I got.
Let me finish. Tony Fredericks, my comedian / actor. He came on there. He did stand up for about 30-40 minutes, and he had everybody's sides hurting. That's another guy, Tyrone Hughes, ex-Saint player, man. He came on there and did his thing. MJ Anola. He was my headliner because I lost Chopper due to the No Limit tour.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but he said no matter what, he's coming next year. Ricky Jackson's coming. Tony Fredericks coming back. So it's going to get
Meach. We got to get Meach on there, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, Meach, he having a little problems, but guess what? Hey, we're going to see. We're going to see. I talked to Deborah Henderson. He wants to come. So,
yeah.
It's gonna be bigger and better, man.
You never know. By next year, we might have the Honey Badger on there.
We might. If he ain't got OTAs or something like that,
exactly. We might. You never know.
But my Soul Saint charity cruise was a success.
Awesome, man. I'm good to hear that. Good.
Everybody that came, I love y'all. And
well, listen, fellas, I gotta get out of here soon.
Yeah, man. We out. So look, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Sports Overtime. Again, big shout out to Robert Meacham.
Thank y'all for having me again, man.
Thank Robert Meacham for coming on. It's my little one right here.
Look at him.
My little one. Y'all might have seen him.
I had hair like that when I was young too.
Look, y'all might have seen him on TikTok. He got like 45,000 followers on TikTok now.
Is he famous?
Yeah, his video went famous. He got like 13 million views on one video.
Whoa.
So so y'all be looking out for him.
What's up, man?
The next one. Take that out your mouth.
Hey, let me hear you say Saints plus Soul equals Super Bowl.
Tell him. Say Saints plus Soul equals Super Bowl. Look, now he won't be shot.
I'll catch him next time.
Now he won't be shot.
Richie, so before you leave, I wanted you to see this.
What you got, buddy?
So funny, man. Check this out.
Obviously, Russ, you thought playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, you would win a championship. Doesn't look like you're going to win one. But did you expect to be looking
to win shit?
Let me say what I'm saying.
I wasn't to win. I'm a real nigga, so you need to keep it real with me and just say what you're trying to say.
Did you know you would play like shit?
I didn't know I would play like shit. I just knew I couldn't shoot. So, LeBron knew that. Lakers knew that. And they still went and got me. So you can't be mad. If you want to put me in the category, I'm the best angry dunker in the league. I'm the best unbuttoned shirt wearer. But I didn't tell y'all motherfuckers I was going to win a championship. You assuming that because we all know the chemistry of the team got to be together. I played with James Harden, KD, Bradley Beal, AD, LeBron James, and I didn't win. You got to realize it takes more than one person to lose a game, just like it takes more than one motherfucker to win. I don't give a fuck what people say. Shit, I'm rich.
Hey, that's gonna be my line from now on. I don't give a fuck what people say. I'm rich.
Boy, Russ knew it.
I'm
That
Richie
boy,
Rich.
yeah, boy.
I'm Richie Rich. I'm Richie.
Look, I
Rich.
had to mess with Richard Rich on that one because he with the Lakers.
Yeah.
I told him I couldn't shoot.
That's messed up, bro.
That was y'all weakest link, man.
That's messed up.
But I'm a big AD fan. I still love AD, and I like LeBron, man. So
Yeah. Well,
all
listen,
right, y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Again, big shout out to Soul. Big shout out to Robert Meacham. Big shout out to Richie Rich. We will see y'all next Tuesday, man. 7 o'clock, same place, same time. Who that?
Who that?
We out.
Let's go out with a little music. Let's see what we got. Here we go. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Saints our favorite team. Who that on the scene for show and no living the dream.
Before we end the song, let me put it on your mind. My New Orleans Saints get it right on time. Our main objective, put a winner on the field. Let me tell you, Saints fans, the struggle is real. Win, lose, or draw, we by their side. Our Saints are the bus that we gon' ride all the way to the Super Bowl. Look around, all you see is black and gold. We love our team, young and old. Die hard Saints fans like the king and soul. I'm yelling, who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat my Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat